Good morning, students. Myself, VCU. Today, I am going to handle the financial accounting for BCom first semester students. In financial accounting, actually, you have studied accounting in second PUC. It is the continuation of the accounting subject as you studied in the second PUC. It is a continuation in the sense as the accounting you fundamentally you studied in PU 1 and 2. And here we are going to discuss some higher aspects of the accounting concepts. So as you know, the accounting is the art of recording the transactions and analyzing and summarizing of the day-to-day activities of the business. Only financial transactions can be recorded in the accounting. So it is an art. So it is a recording of the financial transactions. So it is recording. So what you have selling the commodity or goods to the customers. It is business activities like. So business means what? Selling and buying of goods with some consideration. Okay, so what you have sold, what you have purchased from the supplier. Okay, so it is can be recorded in the accounting. In BCom first semester students, so you have studied in the first semester in the head of the financial accounting. So it contains 5 units in the first semester. So first one is higher aspects of the partnership account. This is first unit. Then second one, higher aspects of the partnership account 2. Okay, so it is the extension. Then third one is conversion of the single entry system into double entry system. Then fourth unit, accounts of joint ventures. Then last one is royalty accounts. So under the financial accounting head, you have to study in the 5 units in the different units. So first I am briefing. So what you have in the whole semester syllabus today in this class. So first one is higher aspects of the partnership account. So it means you already know. So what is partnership? Okay. So partnership is it is a combination of the one or two or more persons engaged with the business and going to share the profit and losses as per the partnership deed or the equal. So it means here profit and losses is shared by the partners equally or as per the partnership deed. Okay, that is called as a partnership. So here we are going to study in higher aspects of the partnership account. First one is the insolvency of the partner. Insolvency of the partner means you have studied in second PUC. So partnership is in the 5 manners. So first one is the fundamentals of the partnership. Then admission of a partner, or retirement of a partner, then death of a partner, and dissolution of a partner. Okay, so 5 things we have studied in the second PUC. It is a higher aspects. Higher aspects in the sense it is a continuation what you have studied in the second PUC. So it means the insolvency of the partner. Insolvency in the partner means solvent and insolvent. So solvent, as you know, the one who is able to pay his debt, that person is a solvent person. So as we have to just compare. So we are comparing the solvent and insolvent. Insolvent means, as you know, the person or the firm is not able to pay his debt from his assets, and that position means is called as an insolvency. Insolvency means the person is not able to pay his debt from his personal assets. That position is called as an insolvency. So we are comparing individual to the firm. So firm means the firm is not able to pay his debts. It's called as an insolvency. The firm or the partnership firm, the partners are not able to pay his debts. That position is called as an insolvency. Those terms, how we are able to pay, then how we have to pay the liabilities and how we are able to discharge the liabilities. Those accounting steps has to be recorded in the insolvency of the partner. It means it can be discussed or it can be solved some problems on insolvency of the partner. Then next one is higher aspects of the partnership account, Roman number 2. Then it is a continuation. Here we will discuss only insolvency of the partner. Then here higher aspects of the partnership account 2. Here sale of firm in a company. The partnership company can be converted into company. So as you know, the definition of the partnership and company. The company means what? So as I explained, what is partnership initially? Then what is company? Okay. So company means what? Any institution, any organization, any business dealing person. The company, the firm which is registered under 1956 of Companies Act. The institution which is registered under 1956 Act, that institution is called as a company. Or in another word, the company which is collected his capital from the issuing the shares of the company. The company means capital is collected in form of the shares. It's called as a company. Here we are going to discuss how the partnership is sold to the company. Okay, those things we will discuss in the sale of higher aspects of the partnership company accounts into sale of a firm to a company. Okay, then third unit we discuss conversion of single entry system into double entry system. Okay, so conversion means single entry as we studied. The only one entry has to be passed each and every transaction is called as a single entry. And double entry system means what? In day to day we are following in accounting. So double entry system of bookkeeping. Okay, double entry system of bookkeeping means every transaction can be affected in two aspects. If you purchase the goods from an X company, we are recorded in our books of accounts as a purchase. Okay, so we are purchased some of goods. And another entry has to be recorded in the cash book and in the debtors book also. From whom we are purchasing the goods. And automatically that entry has to be reflected in the seller of the company. Okay, so that's why here conversion of single entry into double entry system. In this needs, what are the needs? Why we need to convert single entry into double entry system? What are the benefits we are enjoying? We discuss needs. Then importance. Why we need to convert? Then what are the importance or what are the benefits we are enjoying while converting the single entry into double entry system of bookkeeping? Then steps to be followed. Steps to be followed. Then what are the steps to be followed? Conversion of the single entry into double entry system. We have three steps into conversion into single entry into the double entry system. While solving the problems, we will discuss. Then last fourth unit is accounts of joint ventures. Joint ventures means it is in a form of the business. As you studied the form of the businesses. First one is single entry system, sole trading concern, then partnership, cooperative businesses, then companies, then joint ventures. Okay, so joint ventures, these are the forms of the businesses. Okay, in this joint venture, how the accounting entries has to be take place, we will discuss. Then royalty accounts. Royalty account means what? Royalty means what? So we are paying so much of amount for using of some other person assets. It may be a royalty we are paying in a yearly basis. Okay. So how we are recorded? So how we are paying the royalty? Royalty is an amount which is paid to the owner for using of his assets for the continuous succeeding years. Okay, so these are the things we discussed in the financial accounting for full semester. Become first semester, we discussed the higher aspects of the partnership account, then higher aspects of the partnership account 2. Then conversion of the single entry into the double entry system, then accounts of the joint venture, then royalty account. So these are the syllabus for first semester for your BCom. Okay. Then next class we discuss higher aspects of the partnership account in detail. So next class we are going to start insolvency of the partners. Okay, so student has to practice or revision your syllabus as you studied in the second PUC. What is partnership? Then how the treatment has to be taken at the time of the admission of the partner, at the time of the retirement of the partner, death of the partner, and dissolution of the partner. You just revise your or reread what you have studied, then automatically it helps for insolvency of the partner. Okay, so what is insolvency, then what are the needs, then what are the objectives, then how accounting has to be takes place, we discuss in the next class. Thank you.